Welcome to the Talkin Trash Addiction Recovery Podcast. We suffered in silence. Now we recover out loud.
Good evening. Welcome to the channel for 6 o'clock news at 9. I'm your anchor, Chubby Clocks, coming to you live from the Dildo, Newfoundland, Waffle House, and Rent-A-Goat services. Today's top story, we are following marijuana legislation tabled for vote has been sent to a joint committee. Good evening, Talkin Trashers.
I get it.
Well, at least Tim got it. Welcome to episode 197. My name is Jim. I'm a very grateful alcoholic. We have Charlotte W. in the house tonight. She's got a great story and very interesting combination of drugs and choices. Woohoo!
Absolutely.
So she's going to be a pisser. She's coming on in about 5 minutes. And now to a man who found working with a broken pencil pointless, Timmy Snyder.
You're on fire tonight, boy. We got a friend in the studio. We're hanging in there. Things are going pretty good. Clean time is important. Charlotte is going to join us in just a minute. She has a very unique story. What goes up must come down. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much how meth is. Meth is brutal. So we do a little preamble thing here, and then we get into her. That's not it.
No, that's not it. That's it.
Dave's not here, man.
Dad, where's Dave, man?
Did I delete the? Oh no, I didn't.
This is our humble broadcast, where ethics and personal anonymity are of the utmost importance. We run this podcast as an act of service to those whose lives have been affected by addiction. We don't do it for profit or notoriety. We place principles before personalities. We benefit from this podcast just as much as anyone else. We all work programs and choose to sacrifice our own anonymity to spread the word that recovery is possible. We do this thing in an attempt to show, as living examples, that no matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. That's the 9th step promise. It's our creed we abide by here on Talkin Trash. We feel called to uphold AA and NA principles. We firmly believe that you can only keep what you have by giving it away. Please join us in a moment of silence, followed by the Serenity Prayer.
God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
All right, let's go around and meet the team of Talkin Trash. Yeah, let's do it. First on deck is
William Douglas.
I don't know who it is.
Spin the wheel. Take your chances. Take place, your man.
I'm going to say it's Will Douglas. Willie D in the place to be. Will's our boy. He's working hard. He's in Georgia with me. He's 43 years old. He's a reformed tweaker. Could have used his expertise tonight. But he's a stalwart around here. He's a good friend of a lot of people because of the show, and we're grateful to have him. Next on tap is myself, Tim Snyder. I'm 43 years old. I live with my parents. I have 2 adult children, and I'm just trying to survive this thing just like everybody else. And I'm blessed to be able to know how to do this stuff so I can promote recovery, because that's what this is about.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Next on Dizzle is Bradley Mansfield.
Man's Brad.
Brad is he is our newest addition to the team. Brad is from Canada as well. He's over 3 years clean. He's just he's become a great friend of the podcast. Next on deck is Jimmy Label. Jimmy is our tenured
Get off my lawn! Get off my lawn!
Jimmy's 61. He's got a couple of kids, adult
kids.
kids as well. He works in AA. He goes to the prison and helps kids. It's just unbelievable what he does. So we're just so grateful for him being here. And let's check in with the boys. Hey guys, how's everybody doing tonight?
Technical difficulties right from the get-go. What the hell?
Here we are, Team Matt. Some
must be the hats, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, look at that!
Well, just look at that.
Look at that.
Now, if you
look at that! Look at that!
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I say if you triangulate where Bradley and I are, and Will and Tim are, and you put where Charlotte is, it's like the recovery triangle in California.
There you go.
Georgia. So the recovery triangle.
It's 6 o'clock in California right now. I can't quite wrap my mind around that. I don't know why.
That's pretty cool. We're kind of covering the continent right now.
We're getting there. We
all the bases, baby.
All right, let's get our girl in here. But first, we have to read our daily reflection.
Let's try this again. Okay, Tim, stand away from all the buttons, please. No finger poking. All right, kids, make sure you're sitting comfortably. April the 15th, Daily Reflapjack is...
Jimmy, look at the screen. Jimmy, look.
I should suck it in a little bit more. There you go. The bondage of resentments. Harboring resentments is indefinitely grave. For then we shut ourselves off from the sunlight of the spirit. And that's from As Billy Sees It, page 5. It has been said, anger is a luxury I cannot afford. Does this suggest I ignore this human emotion? I believe not. Before I learned of the AA program, I was a slave to the behavior pattern of alcoholism. I was chained to negativity with no hopes of cutting loose. The steps offered me an alternative. Step 4 was the beginning of the end of my bondage. The process of letting go started with an inventory. I needed not be frightened of the previous steps assured me I was not alone. My higher power led me to this door and gave me the gift of choice. Today, I choose to open the door to freedom and rejoice in the sunlight of the steps as they cleanse, the spirit within me. Oh, yeah, right behind the ears. Oh, yeah.
A lot of doubles here. Yeah, I mean, Brad, what do you feel? How do you feel about this?
Well, it's funny because I was thinking about a book.
Don't think.
There we go.
Please stop.
Okay, that's all I got.
But
I read a book that's not like AA literature, and I do that quite often. Whatever.
Was it a pop-up book?
Yeah, it had color. I ate all the crayons again, Jimmy.
Yeah,
so it was called "Let Them Let Me," and it was a Mel Robbins book. I don't know if anybody's heard of it or whatever, but So it was one of those books, and after I read that book, it just made me think of this, because once I started to realize to just not give a shit and let it go and let them be them and all that, man, a lot changed for me. Because before I would manipulate or make up something in my head that, why did that person say that? Or, I could I don't know, I'm not good at English, but I could think of something in my head, what people were doing towards me when they weren't even doing anything towards me. But that's just how my brain works. Like, what'd you say that for? Or why'd you look at me like that? And they, no fucking reason. It's just, that was my sick brain, right?
Well, I liked how it kind of said that, like, they weren't just addicted to the substance; they were addicted to the behaviors, even the negative ones. It came hand in hand with addiction, and I think that's an important message too, because, like, we physiologically change when we know we're about to do something. We can release dopamine, we can do all these things, and to acknowledge that and realize the behavior is separate from the person. That's when you can start to work on that behavior. But yeah, it's just my 2 cents.
And the weird part about that, though, is, let's just touch on it again, is sometimes it used to feel good to think that weird way. It's like, I don't, you know what I mean? It was like, that kind of, really, it's weird.
You're right. You are right. That's well said. All right, let's meet our treatment center. Jimmy?
There we go. Well, when somebody would finally learn how to unmute the damn button. Good evening there, treatment centers. We have Discovery Recovery, Victory Home, New Hope, Serenity, Pocono Mountain, Liftoff, Affirm Recovery, Newark Salvation Army, Surfside Sober, and Recovery Life. Welcome, guys.
Welcome to the party. I don't get
to
you guys.
the program.
What?
The program.
You couldn't hear me before? I couldn't. What? What was
Well,
going
no,
on?
it's always it's always muted. It's like, hey, we'll do this, and it's like it's still muted. What the hell? It's still muted. Now it's fine. It's cool. It's cool.
I don't
It's
know.
okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Welcome to our people.
If you take your finger like this, Jimmy, and hit the microphone, it'll unmute it.
Yeah.
Bradley. Bradley, I got something for you.
Check out our website.
Hold on. I got to lick it.
Lick it.
There you go. We are children. Planet Recovery.
We have merchandise.
By Uranus.
Finally, and if you want to go check out our merch, today is the last day. You're allowed to get 25% off or something. I don't even know what the hell's going on with it, but that would be it. Today's our last day. Go to Trash Dash Podcast. Let's see here. So our friend Charlotte, she is a reformed tweaker. She was a meth head. She was a benzo user. Makes sense to me if you got to land. But we are going to bring our friend in here, and so we can hear her story. Everybody, please welcome our new friend of the show, Charlotte Wells. Charlotte, hi, welcome to the program. How are you? There it is. We're good now that we're seeing you. Charlotte hails from California, and she's got a story she wants to share, and we're all ears. So I'll just stop talking. I'm going to yield the floor to you, and we're here for you if you need us. But the floor is yours to tell your truth.
Okay. Well, I guess I would start out by saying that the two men that I was married to in my life were both alcoholics and addicts. Mm-hmm. And that was a very stupid decision for me because I wasn't, but being around them, I just decided to go for it.
Right.
And stayed with them for a lot of years. But anyway, so the first drug I actually got addicted to years ago was called Stadol nasal spray, and it's an opiate and it's morphine, and they were giving it to people for migraine headaches.
Yeah.
That's how I started. Yeah, at $90 a bottle. Well, I learned how to call in my own prescriptions and got totally addicted to it and stayed on it for 7 years and went to jail 2 times for calling in my own prescription. And
God.
Yeah.
I love her. I love this one.
The day I got out of jail, I was going to a treatment certified addiction specialist, and my dad had set me up this appointment to get on Suboxone or naltrexone. Yep. And I got out of jail, and that day I called in my own prescription. You're and I went to pick it up. Yeah, and my dad had gone in there and told them, "Don't you dare give her any more." So they told me they were going to call the police on me, and I said, "No, please, I'm leaving." So I did get sober from that, and I've been sober from it for 18 years now. I went to rehab and worked the program and started going to a great church that I loved. But then I got back into using meth and Xanax. And I mean, I was addicted to Xanax I was on it for 20 years. And my psychiatrist decided he wanted to take me off it. And I said, I gotta have something with my meth, you idiot.
Yeah, I gotta land somehow. I can't take off without landing here. You know? So anyway, I
I became homeless at the age of 61 years old. That was 2 years and 3 months ago. And I was on the street with my doggie, and I had no one. My own kids like disowned me pretty much. My family wouldn't have nothing to do with me. And I just lived on those streets for 2.5 months. Wow. And thought I kept praying to God that he would get me out of here. And I knew that if I thought about it logically, I could go to rehab and I could get better, but I didn't want to tell everybody I was an addict.
Right.
Yeah.
So instead of that, I waited 2.5 months or whatever. And it was just like one night, it worked out perfectly. I had to give my dog up. And I gave him to my cousin, though, and he's doing great. But I had to give him up so I could go to the hospital. And I started with the hospital and then went to a 21-day outpatient, or not outpatient, 21-day inpatient residential rehab. And I was going to meetings and I was doing the program, but the whole time I kept saying, you're never going to get a year, because I would hear other people talking and telling their stories. And I would just say to myself, I'm not going to get that. But I just kept doing it one day at a time and knowing that today I can stay sober. And that's what really got me through it. And the fact that and I started going to Twin Town Treatment Center, and I went to that program for 6 months and graduated. And then I went to 3 sober living homes and hated my life. But I had my whole family that were talking to me again and that loved me and all that. And I just kept saying, I gotta make this work, and I'm going to make this work. And one day at a time, it's like, who couldn't make this work one day at a time? We could all hang in there for one day, you know? It's so stupid that we think we can't.
and sometimes it's going to be 1 hour at a time, for fuck's sake.
1 minute.
Right?
1 minute. Yeah, and I had all this anxiety from giving up the Xanax too. But believe it or not, I never had any withdrawals from not having meth or Xanax. It was crazy. I just never had any withdrawals. And I joined a church with my sober living ladies, and we did things together. But I still felt like I wasn't in this life the way I wanted to be. But then I realized that I started going to a treatment program, therapy for EMDR therapy, for counseling, and talking about my issues I had with my abusive ex-husbands. And as a child, I had rheumatoid arthritis, and I was crippled for 4 years. So I really got into the pain meds, and I thought I loved them. Yeah. But anyway, and I'm on Facebook with 9,000 followers.
Are you really?
Yeah.
My girl. I didn't
realize. And I joined about 200 sober living groups, and I love it because I am on there every day posting and interacting with people, and it's like you never stop learning about it all, and you never stop feeling connected to other people. Yeah, so I'm really loving that.
I love that you said. I love that you said that, Charlotte, too, because really, I'm just going from my experience. It's like you're talking about things that I think everybody needs to have in recovery. Being honest with yourself, and talking to people about the shit storms that we've been through. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like you just said about early in your recovery, like how you were talking to a therapist about, you know, some of the stuff in your past, you know, that us and our active addictions. And again, I can only speak for myself. I used to hold that shit in like crazy and not tell anybody, because I think I was embarrassed to tell anybody about the shit that I did. But once I started talking about my stuff, it felt really good. So I just caught you saying that, Charlotte. And I think that's a huge part of recovery. So good on you.
Yeah, it's called, we can't be ashamed of our past. We got to work through it, or else we're always going to be ashamed of it. And, you know,
Well, it's like
I started doing TMS treatment too. It's TMS stimulation for your brain, and it actually starts getting your dopamine going again and your neurotransmitters. Yeah, so I started that about 3 weeks ago.
I need some brain. I need brain work.
Brad, you need a brain first.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Hold on. Sorry, you guys. There. Oh, I had a message come in. Okay.
That's okay. That happens.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so true, Charlotte. What you were saying, like, you can't change the past. And when I was in active addiction, I kept on replaying those old hurts over and over. Like, all the wrongs. Like, you sons of bitches, you did this to me. Yeah.
Yes.
And it's like I can't change the past. Move forward and fuck them. Move forward. Keep going. There's some great people in recovery.
Yep. And we say all the time, don't let somebody live responsibility. Exactly.
It's called taking responsibility for your part in all of it. And I really do believe that, I totally believe that addiction is a brain disease. And I believe it is caused by unresolved childhood traumas and predisposition, genetics or genetic predisposition. Yeah. And it's because these people were in such pain. We turned to a drug because we had to. I mean, and I just feel like anybody that puts addicts, I just can't stand the way people put addicts down and say horrible things. It's just awful.
I'm so grateful to be an addict in recovery because I've met people on a level that I wouldn't have otherwise.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I know.
I have true friends I can count on these days.
Well, exactly. I was sharing previously, Charlotte was at a noon meeting, and it's an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting, and they asked if everybody's a newcomer, and this young lady puts her hand up. And she wasn't an alcoholic, she was a cokehead. But she felt at home because she says, "You people don't judge me, you accept me for the way I am." And I said, I'm not a drug addict, but I am an alcoholic. I understand the pain, the sorrow, the loneliness. And that's what it is, that fellowship. And we're there, we journey together. I tried to do it for 20 years by myself, and it didn't work. But realizing I am not alone. We recovered together. I suffered in silence. And what did I do, Brad? What did I do? I recovered.
He recovered.
Oh yeah.
You guys are retarded. So
I love it.
I love it.
Yeah. Writing your own prescriptions. That's a whole different, set of balls. As far I did it. Listen, I did it too, Charlotte. In 2000.
You did?
I was putting out scripts for OxyContin like this, and the CVS just handed them to me, like no copay.
I know.
It was a Wild West back then. And it was generic oxycodone, 160 milligrams. I would just write myself a script whenever I ran out. I started writing myself scripts for Xanax, and I should be just getting out of jail now for what I did back then. It was
my God.
OxyContin was crazy, and so I mean, you have been on and off it all. You've tried it all. You probably know milligrams. You probably know every little thing down to a science, like all addicts, most of us do. And
exactly.
We know how our body responds. We know how the fucking drugs are, molecules. Like, we're so smart as addicts. But like, we know that we know that we woke up today and didn't feel quite right in ourselves. Like, for me, it was untreated mental health issues. How do you feel about that?
I'm with you 100% on that. It is all about mental issues that have not been treated too. Yes. And they even say that in the DSM-5, the book on, the codes. Book on what's it called? Diagnostic codes.
Yeah. Medical codes.
That, alcoholism and addiction, that they say you all have a brain problem in the DSM-5, and it's a mental illness.
Yep. And substance use disorder. But we're just starting to treat these things, in my opinion, the right way. with medicine, with kindness, with all these things we never used to do to addicts in the past. We would, tough love, get in the back of the car, we'll take you to rehab. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work anymore.
And we've talked about that before on the podcast too. Like I feel like the stigma is starting to go away as well.
It is.
Oh, I hope so.
Do you know,
I
know
hope
what I mean?
right.
Like I'm gonna go 20 years ago. Like for me, I was I was a cocaine user. Like, but so even if like he smoked weed or drank or did coke, people were like, oh, he does cocaine, but he's drunk every day. No one give a shit. But like, but the drug part, there was always that stigma. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like that's slowly going away for our recovery because. One reason I think it's going away is because it's fucking everywhere and everybody. There's so many people that need help. Yeah. So we have to let go of that stigma. Do you know what I mean? Because nobody will get help. Because we have to learn to get over our shame and all that shit first. And if that stigma is still there, nobody wants to say shit because they're embarrassed and they're ashamed. So it's super good. Super good. There's my English again.
Good job, Bradley.
But that's where the stigma is going away. Is definitely helping in recovery big time.
Yes,
absolutely.
Oh, good. That makes me so happy to hear.
That's just my thoughts. I think it is.
No, it is. Yeah. I mean, it's changed. 20 years ago, it was like if you were an addict, you were dirty. You know, nobody wanted to get you. You're a leper. You know, throw you in the ER, say you're going to kill yourself, whatever it is. You know, we've come a very long way as far as getting people help. Charlotte, you said you were homeless 2.5 years ago, 2+ years ago. So what? I mean, how did you get from there to here? God,
get this too. So then once I was homeless, so it was just like one night, all of a sudden, it's like God just picked me up. It was pouring rain out so bad that I had nowhere to stand. Me and my dog were soaked and wet. A lady at the store was threatening to take my dog from me because she said, he's so sick. What are you doing to your dog? And so the same time I made a decision to go ahead and give him to my cousin, I made the decision to go ahead and have them pick me up and take me to the hospital. And so when I did that, and then once I stayed sober for a while, and after I'd been to 3 sober livings, I got my voucher back because I have a voucher from the government to help me pay rent. And I live in Irvine now in my own 2-bedroom apartment. At 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and my son lives with me as my live-in aide. But he's got a job. He's a security guard. But I got everything back. All my furniture that I left in my old apartment when I was evicted, I got all new furniture from this place called Lutheran Social Services. I just know resources to call. And I kept calling and kept being proactive and saying, I don't have the money, but and I got all of this place furnished. Yeah, and it's beautiful.
Because you're sober. That's what I said.
Yes, because I'm sober. That's the only reason why.
Like it's funny how recovery works. Like we don't even see these things happening, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh shit! I got my own place. I'm not under a bridge right now. I got my own coach.
I'm not in jail.
And I'm fucking sober. Recover out loud, girl.
I know, that's right. It's crazy. Yes. I would have never thought I could have done this on my own, but I did it with me and all my fellowship people.
Yeah, girl.
All my fellows.
How important is that, Charlotte, to have like-minded people who you identify with?
Very.
Yeah,
it's so important. I feel so bad for the addicts out there and the alcoholics whose family has just completely given up on them. But the best part is they're going to find their like-minded people in recovery. Correct. No matter what. Correct. Yeah, we all have so much in common. We're the only ones who really know us, you know?
Right. Sure. Absolutely. So you so like I'm not, I mean, I don't. You're an older woman. You're not old. I'm not saying that. I'm just
63.
63. You look beautiful for 63. What I'm saying, my point is my experience.
You look
in my experience, like you go to a rehab, the census, the population is like 80% men, 20% women, and like that's how it is. Now I don't know why that is. I think I always had my theories over the years, but like it just there's not many Charlotte Wells hanging around out there. I don't know why, but like there's
Oh,
I
that's
mean we
so weird. I never thought about that.
I mean, I don't
I
know. It's
never
just something I
thought about
noticed.
that.
But, just for it to be that dramatic and that, everywhere I went, every rehab, it was always a huge chunk of men and a couple ladies all being preyed upon. And it was like,
Yeah.
it was like an African safari. But they like, it, yeah, it shocked me. Like, and the ladies that were in rehab getting their shit together, they didn't want to be there. Like, and then I'm thinking about all these moms who probably can't leave their children. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, I know. Yeah.
the men have the luxury of just being like, "Yep, I fucked up. I'll see you in 6 months." And like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Guy.
some women are they're built stronger than men. A lot of women are built stronger than men in a lot of different areas, and that's one of them. You strike me as very intelligent and weathered. You've been through it, and so like let's go back to the first, like when you went to treatment. How did you go from? And I think I asked this question, but I'm going to ask it a little differently.
Mhm.
How did you not financially, maybe just the government support, but how did you go from homeless to having treatment paid for? If that makes
Oh,
sense.
I got so lucky because in California, all of our treatment is paid for. They even paid for my rehab treatment program 6 months.
Wow.
They paid even for my sober living home for 4 months. Can you believe that?
That's awesome.
I almost can't.
And it's paid for 100% here. So that's why I can't believe there's other states where it's not. How could that be?
I know,
That's
Charlotte.
crazy.
I was standing out front of a rehab with one shoe on, one shoe off, missing my shoe,
Yeah.
pouring rain, banging on the door, begging to they wouldn't let me in. And as I look at that scenario, it took me like a week and a half to get into rehab, and I did finally get state funded, all that stuff.
Mhm.
But that week and a half is where people die, because when you
That
call, you're
is.
like, I'm ready to go. There needs to be a car there as quickly as possible, because we will flip flop, be like, never mind, I don't want to go, and that's usually what happens. So like,
Yeah.
it's beautiful to hear.
Yeah, and I think that was one of the big parts about my sobriety is that the minute I went to the hospital that one night, and they only kept me one night, and then they transferred me to the 21-day rehab, and then they transferred me to a sober living home that forced me to go to recovery, to go to meetings, to be out of the house every day. And I said, are you kidding? I'm 61 years old. I can't go do all this. And they said, yes, you will. And then I did it. I just kept doing it every day. And then it was like, oh my God, I graduated my treatment program. I got 5,000 friends on Facebook. Oh my God, I got all these sober groups that I talk to and love, It was just, so I didn't have a chance of not being sober for even a day, because I went to each place. They carried me.
And
it was like God just picked me up and said, you are done.
I love it.
And it was crazy. I mean, I really don't even remember but he has done that with me in the past too, when I was hooked on that Stadol. He saved me. He saved me from it. I swear, it is so amazing what he does.
Yep. Agreed. Yeah. I mean, Brad, what were you going to say, bud? I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, so anybody who's listening out there right now or watching or whatever, listen to the enthusiasm right now in Charlotte.
No shit.
Right? So
this is infectious. It's infectious.
I get goosebumps listening to you, because you talk about, and again, I'm not trying to talk your story, but you talk about being homeless. Yeah, you talk about turning that around. You talk about your higher power moments. You talk about how recovery helped you. You talk about a fellowship. You talk about all these things that are so fucking powerful in recovery. And when you say it, and when you're saying it, Charlotte, you're like this.
Yes.
And I love it.
I know. It's all in.
But that's what recovery is about to me,
Wow.
Charlotte. What you're doing right there, that's what recovery is about.
And that's what recovery needs to be about for us to succeed.
Exactly.
It's so true.
That's it. I'm moving to California. I'm moving to California.
There you go. Beverly Hills, boy.
Yeah.
I love it, Charlotte. Like, your enthusiasm is infectious. Exactly what you said.
Genuine.
It's awesome.
Genuine. You can't fake that kind of.
Another thing for those people listening out there. Did you hear any excuses? No.
Exactly.
It was all about, I have a plan and just move forward and trusting and just kept moving forward. And I hear the excuses like, oh, this poor me.
Oh, God.
I did not hear that one thing.
Exactly.
Saying,
That's
oh,
she's a
well,
great
My pastor was really, I have a really great pastor, and he lost one of his sons to an overdose. Another one of his daughters got killed by her husband in front of their 3 children. And he is we are not victims mentality. He's like, I got my stuff to deal with. You got your stuff to deal with. Well, guess what? Carry your stuff well. Yeah. Because you have no choice. If you want to be a victim, I swear I have no patience. It's like, fuck off.
Exactly. Thank you for saying that. Thank you.
That victim mentality breeds a whole course of behavior that just
horrible.
Trust me, I don't want to go down that road. I've been down that road. I think we all have. It's so much easier to point the finger when everything falls apart. It's so much easier to point your fault, when really it's our own fault for whatever it was. So you talk about the morphines, whatever that stuff is.
It was morphine.
I never heard of that. It sounds great. But like the meth, I mean, it nothing f's up your brain worse than meth use. You have your faculties about you. You can speak well, but like meth rewires your pathways or something.
It does.
It fries the pathways. It just it carpet bombs them.
Yeah, it does. It does. I got really lucky because also I don't let my brain just free fly and do whatever it wants to do today.
Brad, are you taking notes?
She lost me. She lost me.
We're going to pick up that brain and we're going to carry it to the next part of what we're going to do today. And most of my day is spent working on Facebook and reading articles and reading about addiction and talking to people and all that. It's like, so I don't baby my brain.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
So there's another wonderful thing about the way we live with technology and stuff now. We have so many resources at our hands. You know what I mean? So, for example, I don't know what you did today, Jimmy. I bet you went on a Zoom meeting at noon, did you?
No, I went to an in-person actually.
Oh, did you? But so how many times have you done that where you just can jump on a Zoom meeting?
Anytime.
Or exactly. Or like you just said, Charlotte, go on your Facebook and reach out to people and see things. Like we have so much fucking power at our fingertips right now with recovery and all this stuff. And it's amazing because there's so many different avenues and different things we can do with recovery that are right at our fingertips. It's so awesome.
So true. Yeah. I love that. Yes.
You know, we're pushing 200 episodes, but like the message has stayed the same. It's you can, there's a difference between sobriety and recovery. You can white knuckle it as long.
What a difference.
Right, recovery is actively working on yourself, whether it be the steps, whether it be church, whatever it is, or there's. But like Brad said, there's so much information at our fingertips.
Yeah,
there really is no excuse for not getting.
There's no excuse. And those people that want to make excuses, I can't do it. I work full time, or I can't. I have kids, whatever. It's just like, you know what? Shut up.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. There's always a way. If there's a will, there's a way.
Yep,
one of my
is.
old timers at one of my meetings, he's like, there's 168 hours in a week. If you can't find 1 hour to go to a meeting, figure. And I'm just using that as an example. You know what I mean? Like, again, it goes back to what Jimmy said, making fucking excuses, right? Like,
it's 4% of your day. That's all it is.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yep. Yeah,
Charlotte,
4% of your day is recovery. You mean, Jimmy? Or
Well, no, if you go to a meeting, let's say that's 1
oh
hour.
yeah, 4%.
See, and I ran the math in my head, Brad. Go figure that out.
No, he didn't. He chat GPT'd it.
I know. Whatever. No. I wake up and I'm doing recovery. And actually, it was funny. I was at the meeting today, and Colin, who was one of our guests a few months ago, and he goes, dude, I was a little worried you didn't text me the readings till like 7:30 because I slept in. Right. And it's like, holy shit, I didn't realize people are expecting these readings at 5:30 in the morning. Like the 24-hour and how Bill and it's like, holy crap. Like, and it's like, holy, it really humbled me. But it's like, but I slept in. Sorry, I needed my beauty sleep. I need more beauty sleep.
But you know what the cool thing about that is, Jimmy, is because those people. So you do that to a lot of people. I know that, and we all have our own little thing where we do. But when that's missed by a certain little bit of time, everybody's like they're worried because we've created this bond. So now it's like, oh shit, I haven't heard from him from noon. I hope everything's okay. That's how we think because we care as people in recovery of other people in recovery, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And we care about people in active addiction too.
Like, Absolutely.
We know where they're at and we know where their mindset is. And you can't tell a crazy person they're crazy, right? So you have somebody in active addiction, a family member you love, whoever, a significant other, and their addiction kind of runs your life too. And at some point, but we need to remain sympathetic because it's easy to get on that high horse and be like, you're a piece of shit. That's pretty much what the world does to us.
We need to remain sympathetic, but we also need to remember I cannot change anybody, even my son. My son is an addict and I love him to pieces and I help him the best I can, but he is the one who's making the decisions for his life. And I can't love him enough to make him want to get sober. I can't. There's no way you can do that. The people out there today that say, if my husband loved me, he would have got sober. Fuck off.
I know.
I'm moving to California.
Nailed it. Fucking nailed it. Yep.
You just got to learn that the things we can't change, don't put them in your mind and still keep trying to change them. Get rid of them. They're not yours.
It's wasted energy.
Yeah, it's a waste galore.
So bad. Yeah. So, all right. So you're a little. I love
her. I fucking love her.
She's fantastic.
So let's go, Brad. Road trip. Let's go, Brad. Let's go, Brad.
So where do you find yourself now, Charlotte? You said you moved into your own place.
I got my own place. I've lived here for a year and 3 months now. And actually, I went to school to become a Intercoast College's certified drug and alcohol counselor, and I graduated, and I did that back in 2008. And then in 2018, I became a peer support specialist, and I loved it so much. And I just found out that I can enroll back in college and go to both those courses again and help people officially. So I'm going to start in July.
Good for you.
Good for you. Yeah. Right. I mean, we can report from the podcast side of things that it feels good to give back in this way, because we get a ton back by doing this, and to see you, and I don't want to say at your age because it feels disrespectful, and it is.
No, it's okay.
I'm old too, so
you
respect your elders.
You have my sincerest respect.
We'll kick your ass, right, Charlotte? We'll kick their asses. These podcasts.
Yes, we will.
I never even said anything. Why am I getting thrown in here?
I mean, you're wearing
you snore, Brad.
You're wearing the hat. That's why.
That's fair.
But I know people. They turn 60 and they really struggle. Like
Oh, I know.
That's like a second midlife crisis almost.
Yeah.
You're
I know. I say
great.
this on Facebook. I post this, you guys, I'm 63 years old. I just got sober 2.5 years ago.
A fucking number. You have
Yeah,
more
you're like
energy
25 telling me you can't do it. Come on, man. If I can do it at my age, you can do it at yours.
Damn right.
Fucking right.
See, the meth obviously fucked you up, but like in a good way. You're fine. Like some people go the other way. But you're definitely like you have so much to give back to people. People need to hear what you have to say. There's certain people, maybe the certain age group or whatever demographic that you would absolutely speak to, and you are tonight.
Thank you.
I'm just I'm blown away because there's people that give up and they just I'm done. I can't fix all this. I'm always going to be this way. The lies that addiction tells us in our own voice, like Jimmy says, we start to believe this narrative that's skewed. Let me ask you, was there somebody in your life that you can attribute to stepping up and helping out, hand up kind of thing? Is there
my dad? Okay. Yes, my dad. He died when he was 67, but before he died, he dedicated his whole last 1.5 years of his life to getting me sober and taking me to all my rehabs, and that's when I got sober from the Stadol. My dad. And he was wonderful. He loved me so much. He just put his whole life on hold. And I needed him to do that, and he did it.
Yep. Wow. It takes extreme measures sometime. And when we help somebody else, we have to put ourselves aside, because if we carry our own baggage into that situation, we're not going to be present in decision making.
So true. That's a great way to say it.
Thank you. Brad, when she speaks, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Fucking enthusiasm, knowledge, common sense. I see a lot of that because when you talk about 100% common sense, because when you talk about things like, I can't control what other people are thinking and stuff like that, get it out of your head. And it's so easy to say it like that. And it's that simple. But you understand that right now. And when you talk about that and the enthusiasm about that, like, I know it is hard to do. I'm not going to say that it isn't, because it was for me. Because it's so hard to get out. It's, I hate being inside of my own fucking head. That's the worst spot I want to be. But the little things that you say, which are massive sayings, that's so... The energy you bring, like when you go back and you do the schooling you're talking about, like you fucking, from what I'm listening to, you know how much fucking you're gonna help people. You are like,
it's infectious.
You're blowing my mind. Like,
wow. Oh God, this feels so good. Thank you guys. You're all really being so sweet to me and awesome.
I mean, I'll tell you this, Charlotte. The only reason this show is good is because of people like you that come on and talk about what's going on in your life and sharing with enthusiasm. Like, I probably won't even sleep tonight because the way you're talking about recovery. Like, it's just, but that's what it's about, Charlotte. And the energy that you bring is fucking absolutely amazing. So I
thank you so much. Thank you.
You just like we say, it's infectious, and that shit spreads. It literally, you can literally feel it when somebody's all in on something.
100%.
Yes, you can.
And Charlotte is on fire. And the clarity.
No, she's vaping. That wasn't on fire.
Oh, shut up, Bradley. You're dead. No, but just her passion for recovery and not using any fucking excuse out there. It's just, I'm going to do this, and hell or high water, and fuck it, and I'm going to make it work. And she has. So for you people out there who say, well, this is shut up. Listen to her. She knows what the fuck she's talking about. And thank you so much for coming on the show.
And you know what, you guys, it hasn't even been so hard staying sober. No way. It's been great. It's been great. You know, I don't even know if I ever had a craving that would have even got me. I always say play the tape through. There's no way I would ever go back to that life ever. But man, sobriety is not hard. It's really easy, but you got to be in it.
Yeah, even the concept of sobriety, you know, makes sense. You know, it's you know, we don't succeed without our fellow, and vice versa.
Right.
That's how it's set up.
Brad, and our fellows help us. Right. Our fellows help us so much. It's like, if you think this is hard, you got fellows to lean on. Right. Lean on them. Use your resources. Use your people. Yes. You know, and they like it too. They like that.
She's right. You're right. Yeah. You know, you don't have to. You have to do anything. You just have to stop doing something. And if we can wrap our minds around that kind of concept, addicts, especially in early recovery, under 3-4 years, we'll say, we're all about sayings and slogans and just things that click, because we're getting flooded with all this life, right? All this life that we've been avoiding. Yeah. You know, it'll click. You know, it's takes time. You know, takes Brad, what do you think the message is here? Well, if I was to title this, what do you think? How would you title this episode? Just say Charlotte Show.
For me, it's just the fucking energy and how much energy she's bringing to recovery, and the way she just said it there, like when she's like, "It isn't even that hard. It's actually fun." And like to me, like I love that so much, Charlotte, because I actually strive on that too. To like recovery is so fun. Recovery is fun for me. I enjoy my life and the things that I do, and even the way I think sometimes.
Scary.
Now that's scary.
How I am in recovery, because I'm comfortable in my own fucking skin. Where before I wasn't. You know what I mean?
I wasn't either.
So this, I wasn't either. To me, this is just Charlotte, like, you are blowing my mind tonight, just because the energy I can feel. California is probably about 2,800 miles away. I can feel it.
Go.
I can feel it. I can feel it from here, and that's what recovery is about. And that's what everybody who is listening, take a look right in the middle of the screen, because exactly what she said. She's 63 and she fucking did it. She fucking did it.
There's no excuses.
And there's no excuse. And she did it, and she wanted to do it, and she's fucking happy that she's doing it. Like, that's amazing.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Love it.
Right. Let me ask you, how do you feel now versus how you felt at a year?
Oh my God, I feel so much better. At a year, I still felt that my brain was, I still felt like I was smart and I could read things, but I couldn't focus as good. But I also felt like I was still depressed, feeling down. And I felt like my brain wasn't producing dopamine yet.
Yeah, sure.
So, because I know sometimes it takes a year and a half or whatever.
Yeah.
And, but I just kept telling myself every day, this too shall pass.
Yeah.
And I love my life and I don't want to change anything about it. So what would I be doing if I wasn't, you know, if I was all depressed or whatever on drugs? Oh my God. Yeah. That is a horrible thing. I can't even imagine that. That scares the shit out of me. I'll never go back. Never.
Jimmy, could you picture her in a rehab as like a tech, telling everybody how to do it right, and like all the girls are listening to her, and she's got something in front of her. I know that.
Infection. I can't think of another word to describe her energy. It is. I love it, and that's what recovery does for you. For the people out there listening and watching, this what is possible. But you have to make some changes. It's going to suck at the beginning, but fuck, is it worth it? And I would caption this episode, holy shit. it's a miracle because you truly are. And I've seen more miracles happen in the rooms and in recovery than I have in any church.
So have I.
It's just
so
true.
Have I. Yeah.
But you have
I know
but you gotta
miracles.
want it. And you
and I used to believe that you could only have one miracle from God your whole lifetime. Baloney. They keep going over and over. You just keep getting more miracles the more you stay sober. And what do they say? You got to give it away to keep it. That's right.
Pretty much.
Give it away.
That's how we kind of operate around here. You
That's right.
Keep your habit by giving it away, and that rings true to us because somebody gave it away to us. Somebody helped us.
Yes.
So I'm literally getting goosebumps on this episode. I'm serious as a heart attack when I say that.
There's very
I love
few.
It.
There's
that
very
is
few,
so great to hear.
There's so few Charlotte Wells out there, really. I mean, in the rooms, she's few and far between. So she's lived life. She's been married. She's lived a life, but addiction. I don't know what I just kind of got to her at the end or 2 years ago or whatever. You also lived a life for that. So you're still Charlotte from back then. You're just a refined version, a better version,
Right.
It's a better version. It really is. And I would have never thought that I would get better if I gave up drugs and all that. I just never thought that my brain would get better than it was before I started using. And it is getting better.
Yeah, but you have to experience it. You have to go through it. I say all the time, we're reporting from the other side. It's worth it. Come on, just keep going. That's all we can do. We can't do it for them, but this podcast has a place because people need to see that you can have parity in recovery. You should be laughing. If you're not laughing, what's the point? So we try to entertain. You're why we do this. There's so many people that are going to hear this message from this show tonight that it'll keep on going. It just keeps on giving. That infectious energy you guys are talking about, that will transcend. It will be cataloged for all of history until the internet comes down or whatever. But it's there for people to use and help. We have a whole bunch of rehabs sitting folding chairs, watching this on their TV, and if you can do it, they can do it. If we can do it, they can do it. You know what I mean? I thought I was way too far gone at one point. Brad, you ever have that feeling I'm never gonna stop this? This is always how it's gonna be.
Honestly, the last 5 to 10, I'll say definitely the last 5 years. That's what I thought. I remember thinking last going off, it doesn't even fucking matter anymore. It doesn't even matter. I'm just going to keep doing it. And I talked about this before. I never really thought about suicide, but I think in my head, I just didn't give a shit anymore. So I give up. So I didn't care if it was going to kill me at that point. Yeah. Because I was just too far gone is what I thought. And then, almost had this awakening, kind of like Charlotte said, you know what I mean? I lost my kids, I lost my wife, I lost my job. And then I can't even explain what happened. And I don't need to know. I don't need to know. I just know that some kind of higher power moment happened in my life. And it turned me around. So, but my last 5 years, Tim and everybody, yes, for sure. I didn't give a shit because I thought I was too far fucking gone. And then for the grace of God, I hate saying that, but my wife and my kids and my job, all that happening, losing at that time, I can look at that now and I'm almost thankful that it did happen. I hate saying that, but if that never happened, I would have never opened my eyes and changed my life. So losing everything that I thought I had was probably the best fucking thing that ever happened to me because I have them back now and I'm sober and and I kind of like me. So
I like you too, honestly. People get sober, they turn into miserable dry drunks or whatever it is. Those are the people that are just sober. They're not in recovery. They're not living.
Right.
And so, what does that look like to somebody sitting in those chairs tonight, Charlotte? What is recovery? What do you do as a whole? I know you do AA. What can you tell these people that are discharging soon how to get to 2.5 years where you're at?
That are discharging from what a discharging or okay.
We broadcast
Definitely.
Rehabs. So
Definitely, I say you go to a structured rehab where you're going to be there for at least 6 months or so. For at least 6 months or so, you go to these sober livings. If you're not in an inpatient detox, you go to sober livings and you learn all how to live sober, and the program will get you there.
Yes.
The program will teach you, and then other people, and then join other people online, like on Facebook and stuff, and go to Zoom meetings online. Yeah.
We say it all the time. As soon as you get out of rehab, the first thing you should do with your phone is pull up an app, the meeting app, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So important, because those are the tools we're talking about that are out there that help us stay sober.
Right.
It's important to keep that in mind. All right, so
I was going to say one thing, if I can touch on that, if that's okay, Tim.
Please, absolutely.
Like talking about people that are in recovery or in recovery centers right now. Like, my word of advice, I think, and again, it's only a suggestion. Once you get out, keep doing what you're doing. Like go to a meeting, reach out. Exactly. So you're gonna think when you come out of the treatment center that it's like, oh, this is gonna be scary going to a meeting or whatever. You know what? It was probably scary when you walked through those doors and went to recovery, right? Like recovery, but you did it. But you did it, and you're doing it. So just think of that. Think of that, and then when you're done your treatment center and you go to your meetings or whatever those meetings may be, whether it's NA, Zooms, like I said, we have all these resources at our fingertips. Right. But just keep that ball rolling and keep that train rolling. Choo choo.
Right.
Because when you did go into your treatment center, you were probably nervous and hell going into it, and you're there right now. So that means you've jumped probably one of the biggest hurdles you've ever had to do in your recovery.
Yeah.
So just keep on bouncing, baby. You got this.
All right. Before we go, we might as well. Our team, clean time as a team. Willie Doug's got 926. Way to go, Willie. I have 1019. Way to go, Timmy.
Timmy.
1162 for Bradley McMinn.
Yeah, buddy.
And 1591 for the big show off, Jimmy Lyle.
Jimmy.
Big F deal.
Charlie, you were a fantastic guest. This episode is going to get a lot of eyes on it. I'm so happy that you're here with us. We do a reading and then we call it quits. So we shall do that in the house. All right, just for today.
Just for the dizzle.
Keep coming back, Will. Way to go, Will.
Hey. Got some slack.
It's April 15th, 2026. We have come to enjoy living clean and want more of the good things that NA Fellowship holds for us. Page 27. Could you take over?
You betcha, Tim.
You.
Can you remember a time when you looked at the addicts recovering in NA and wondered if they aren't using drugs, what on earth do they have to laugh about? Did you believe that fun stopped when you stopped? So many of us did, and we are living certain that we were living the good life behind.
Yeah.
Today, many of us can laugh at that misconception because we know how full our life in recovery can be. Many of us things we enjoy so much in recovery are gained by actively participating in the fellowship of NA or AA. We begin to find true companionship, friends who understand and care about us. Just for ourselves, we find a place where we can be useful to others. There are recovery meetings, service activities, and fellowship gatherings to fill our time and occupy our interests. The fellowship can be a mirror to reflect back to USA more, get it? An accurate images where we are. We find teachers, helpers, friends, love, care, and support. The fellowship always has more to offer as long as we keep coming back. Just for you, Dizzle, I know where the good life is. I'll keep coming back if it works, if you work it. Oh,
There you have it.
Hey,
All
Charlotte.
right.
Hey, yeah.
Did you read that one today earlier? Just for today?
No, why?
Why? Because as soon as Jimmy read that whole thing, I was like, holy shit, that was like Charlotte in a nutshell.
It happens all the
Oh, I
time.
love it.
I
I
was
love
like
it.
that. Tell me that's on a higher power moment. Like we just
Absolutely.
read.
That's a higher power moment.
That's a
We
gut
literally
shot.
read what your whole show, and I say your show, Charlotte, because this was your show.
This is your show.
Oh,
Right.
thank you.
And everything was in there was like, oh my God, Charlotte said that. Oh my God, Charlotte said that. So,
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
God.
awesome.
It lays out like that. That's recovery. That's God. That's higher power. That
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Check out our website, trash-podcast.com. Like we said, early recovery, they hand you your phone back. Pull it up, search for Meeting Finder and NA Meeting Search, and get yourself to a meeting. Thank you, everyone, for your support. More importantly, thank you, Charlotte, for just
Fuck
being
yeah.
a fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Thank
you
you,
are-
guys.
you
You're
are
awesome.
Welcome
Right
to
on.
the family, my dear.